After 46 games in Sky Bet League One, the Stags achieve a 10th placed finish. 16 wins, 17 draws, 13 defeats, and not one side did the double. The 2025-2026 season may be over, but it's one we'll remember for a long time to come. $12,250 miles round trip the Stags have done in the 25-26 campaign. They might not have won a trophy, but along the way, they've certainly won our hearts and minds. The FA Cup was epic. The Pizza Cup, not so much. And the League Cup threw up a few surprises as well. But it's in League One where we smile the most, as the Stags finish in 10th, a plus 12 goal difference, 65 points on board, just 10 points shy of a playoffs place. What that does is leaves us with a little bit of hope and a question of what may be to come next season. First though, let's recap this one as we assign it to the memory books and look back on an epic campaign. The 2025-26 season may well be over, but for us, we'll never forget it. Why? Because Mansfield always matters.
Yeah. There we go.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Mansfield Matters Podcast, the show for the fans, by the fans, and welcome to my garden. Yes, it's that time of season again, but unfortunately the sunshine has decided it can't be arsed. So we might have to have a little prolonged break in the middle for some warm drinks. But don't worry, I've got my handy helper on standby, ready to bring us the drinks later on in the show. As always, if you want to have your say on your team, feel free to do so, and we'll get them in the comments, because I've actually got a screen out here today, so I can actually read the comments. So occasionally, if you see me like the side of my head like this on the live stream broadcast, it's because I'm messing about and putting something on screen like that, or like that, or like that, or I don't know, playing a random jingle like podcast predictions. So feel free to get involved and have your say on your team. At some point, I might also throw this out of my ear because it's annoying me, but for now, I'm making sure it's staying in my ear to make sure that we can hear our fantastic panel. So let's say hello, good afternoon, and welcome to my garden for a very special podcast to, first and foremost, Mr. Clive Parkins. Oh, sorry, I need to do it the right way, don't I? Mr. Clive Parkins.
Hello, Craig.
It's Nick of Mansfield Town Shirts fame.
Hello.
And the man who, I don't quite know what happened on Saturday, but he wanted to try something new after all these years at Stags and decided to say goal scorer for the Stags, Mr. Alan Wilson. Hello.
Good evening, Craig. Good evening, everybody.
Hope that you're all doing all right. Well, I can hear you in my ears, so hopefully you guys at home can as well. I'll check on my phone in just a minute. It is perfect, the perfect warm weather for it. You're absolutely right, Drew. As always, come and have your say on your team. Right, well, let's get rid of them. The season may well be over, and you know what a season it's been. First and foremost, let's start by reflecting on Saturday afternoon. Nick, on Thursday, you went for an outlandish prediction, which we'll come on to later in the show, of 4-4, and somehow Mansfield scored 5 goals. So there's a pen and paper there. If you could write down some lottery numbers for me, that would be most welcome.
Well, I'll try. At one point, I was vaguely disappointed when we got the 5th. I thought I'm on for a winner here. It was incredible, really. It was just goals were flying. It was very reminiscent of the Harrogate game, where every time anyone shot, it seemed to go in. Unfortunately, they were shared out a bit more on Saturday, but yeah, we just everything we seemed to shot went in the net. It was crazy, really,
just unreal. I mean, Alan, what was the thinking behind the new voice intonation? Was it just the final game of the season, so you thought, just in case they don't have me back, which would be a scandal, by the way, just in case they don't have me back, I'm going out in style? Is that where we were?
No, just a little bit of fun. I'd got a sore throat before the game. I'd got a couple of packets of lozenges with me, and when the goals kept flying in, I thought, well, why not? Let's go for it.
Fate then, weren't you? Tempting fate with a sore throat doing that.
Clive, what did you make of Alan's new delivery style?
I thought it was a shit idea.
I thought we were going to play the clip, but there you go.
No, I thought the chuckle monster's gone off on one here. Going back to the game for a second, I mean, we were 3-0 up in short time, and around us, and this is typical of Stags fans, we're all thinking about Bristol City.
Yeah.
The game when we managed to turn a comfortable win into an embarrassing defeat. We were wondering how we were going to do it, you know, and of course Liam helped a little bit, didn't he?
Did you know what? For all of his great saves this season, Nick, for one game he has a clanger. It doesn't matter fortunately, but it was a clanger and a half, wasn't it? I thought for a second we were going to do a Scooby-Doo style run over to him, lift his mask off, and Christy Pym were going to be there.
Especially after he'd just been given all the trophies and telling everyone how good he was, player of the season. Cardiff thinking, him, player of the season.
Hey, it's the curse, though, isn't it? I don't know what I'd rather have. I don't know whether I'd rather him be injured from the curse or start dropping clangers, because
that'll be his only one. He won't do him anymore.
Previous week, the player of the season for Huddersfield went on to score as a goal.
He did actually, didn't he?
Yeah, that's very true. He scored his own goal.
Player of the season, he scored his
Maybe
own
that's
goal.
the curse then. Maybe we should not announce it until after the game next season. We'll do it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, the awards ceremony was yesterday, so we'll come on to that a little bit more later on. Let's stick with the game though, Alan, because it was an entertaining affair. That's for sure. But like Clive mentioned there, every Stags fan's mind's always going to be that Bristol City game, the 5-4. To be fair, it could have been 6-5, couldn't it?
It could, and you know, like I always say on the podcast, you know, that early goal, it means so much to the Stags. It seems to, you know, I don't know what it does to us, but you know, it really makes us play a lot better. And 3-0 up, you know, you knew they were going to come back into the game somewhere along the line, but just how many we'd get before that happened. And as luck would have it, you know, we managed to get it with 5-2 in the end, and then 5-3, 5-4. But there was only one team going to win that on Saturday.
We were great value going forward, Clive. I thought some of the stuff we played at times was good, and I was particularly pleased with how we were counter-attacking. Lewis Reed in particular, I think he had a hand in 3 of the 5 goals in the end.
Yeah, well, it was a counter-attacking setup, wasn't it? If you think about it, we had about 20% of the possession. So, I mean, that tells its story, really. But what we did do was to attack in a straightforward way. Passing was forwards. There was hardly any of the lamentable side-by-side stuff that we've been having throughout the season. I thought some of the passing from midfield was superb, and players were in the right places and prepared to take advantage of it. And, you know, you've got a big lumbering player like Lucas Akins. Never looks like a quick player, does he? And yet he's managed to run the arse off the defenders to get that second goal. But I thought the first goal. And, you know, obviously you expect Rhys Oates to have that sort of ability to beat the defender, but when Lucas does it, it seems rather strange.
Yeah, and you know what? For the first time, you mentioned Rhys Oates there. For the first time, Nick, when he went clean through on goal, I didn't actually get up and thinking this is going to end up in the back of the net, because he's been so unlucky at times this season with those bursting runs. We saw it a few times on Saturday where his last touch would evade him a little bit. He'd outpace himself at times, but he did so well to compose himself and just dink it in. And you know what? That was the goal ultimately, which got him the golden boot for the season, took him on to 11.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice. It was very similar, I thought, to Russell's at Donny when he ran through clear on goal, and we thought, I wonder what he's going to do with it. Yeah, with Oates, I think sometimes he seems to outthink himself, and he kind of tries to do 2 or 3 things at once. Whereas he seemed to be quite narrow-minded, and it was a great finish. It really was. And to have 3 players in double figures, I think we were just briefly talking with Alan beforehand, saying doesn't feel like you should be in 10th with only having somebody scored 11 goals as your top goal scorer. But then you look round, and we've had so many goals from all over the team. But there's some great credit to Lucas for 10 goals in half the game, probably less than half the games that all the other players have had, especially on the back of he played 90 at Huddersfield, he played 90 in the week at Peterborough, and another 90 minutes and finishes 1 behind Oates. And I think play another 5 games and I think he'd have been top scorer.
Yeah, he's had an incredible season, that's for sure. We'll delve into individuals a little bit later on, but let's stick particularly with Cardiff for a second now, because there was a recall into the starting 11 for Mr. Bowery, who again came in. He's not played for a long time, slotted in like he'd been playing every single week. He was absolutely immense, and it's no coincidence that when he was taken off, Cardiff started getting through a little bit more.
Yeah, he did. He had a very good game. It was nice to see him in the starting 11, but a special mention for little Nobby Welch. What a game he had. You know, he was not frightened to take a man on. He was dinking on to the left, dinking on to the right. Made some lovely cross of his for Sweeney's first goal, weren't it? So
he put some great
really
crosses in, didn't he? He really did.
He did really well.
I thought Ryan Sweeney was impressive as well, Clive. He looked like a threat in both boxes and deserved the goal. Lovely cross by little Nobby Welsh, and he just peeled off at the back stick and did what Sweeney he's been threatening to do. And I think a few more of those next season, and he could be more confident.
Yeah, I think we've covered this before. He had an awful start to his season here, but he's gained momentum and he's become a dominant force in the team. But you're right. I think we should expect him to get more than the odd goal. He's got aerial presence and he's got physicality, and we should do it. We should use it more often.
Yeah, he absolutely should, and fingers crossed that he has a better start next season. We'll delve into the individual players a little bit more later on in the show. As always, come and have your say on your team. I'm going to tilt my head this way now, viewers, to see if we've had any comments. We have. Rachel says it was a cracking game, very impressive game. 3-0 up in the first 20 minutes, says Stags Chat. As ever, if you want to have your say in your team, down below in the comments. Get involved throughout the show tonight. Keep them coming in as we do the end of season review. Now, earlier on, I discovered in my notebook as I was writing numerous notes for this. Now, I was thinking somewhere I will have written down our early season predictions. And I was flicking back through my notebook, and as luck would have it, I've actually found those early season predictions. Can anyone remember what they said?
I have a feeling quite a few of us, very optimistically and quite terribly wrong, thought Dwyer might be our top scorer. I have a worry that happened. I feel like that happened to me.
That happened, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I was the only one. I may have been.
No, you weren't.
Mystic Meg.
I'll bet on him as well.
Yeah, the only person who didn't was Jim.
Oh, okay.
We'll come on to that in a second. Clive, can you remember what your prediction was before the season started?
Position in the league?
Yeah, it was position in the league, points we'll get, top scorer, and how many goals they'll get.
I think I said 10th and 60 points.
And what was your top scorer? Can you remember?
Well, I fell over on that one.
Okay, right.
Richard Narty.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you did. You said 14th. You did say 60 points. You said Dom Dwyer would be top scorer on 14 goals.
Rubbish.
We know it's a shit,
Yeah,
don't we?
we do. Alan, can you remember yours?
I think I might have said possibly 16th. I'm not sure whether it was 50 odd points. Dom Dwyer, and I don't know whether we'd get 70 goals.
Where did you say you think you said?
I thought 16th.
You went 12th.
Oh, well,
Well,
16th was a bit
You had
pessimistic.
happy with that.
66 points.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Come on.
That's not bad at all. 1 point off. However,
Yeah, with Dom Dwyer.
yeah, can you remember how many goals you said he scored?
Did I say probably about 14, 15?
Oh, a bit more than that.
Oh, well, it's 20.
Oh, a bit more than that. I've got here Dom Dwyer 22.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Is that how old you thought he was?
Well,
his
he only
IQ.
missed by 21.
Oh yeah, and the rest.
He got one, didn't he?
Yeah, and the rest. Nick, you remember yours?
I think I went 17th or 18th. Can't remember. I'd have said 56 points, and definitely said Dwyer. I don't know how many goals I thought he'd get. 15 maybe.
You said 18th, 58 points. Dom Dwyer 14 goals.
Yeah.
I said 12th with 60 points. I also went Dwyer, and I also went 22 goals.
Wow.
So
You
clearly, I know nothing about football.
You'd seen. You read too much into Retford away, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Can I? Had we been drugged?
Yes, I think we were slightly merry. I think we were
I
seeing.
think we'd seen Retford away, and he looked like Pele.
Yeah, he did, and we were remembering what it was like last season. The bang average team. We were thinking if he gets some games here, he's going to be shit hot. And
He
he
played one game at the start of the season.
it was dreadful. No, thank you. Absolutely no, thank you. Nathan predicted a 15th place finish with 57 points. Also, Dwyer on 14. Jim actually got the finish spot on. He said 10th place.
I bet we all said he was a lunatic at the time as well.
We did.
I bet I did.
Points-wise, he was slightly out. He said we'd get 69 points. Also, his top scorer wasn't Dom Dwyer. He said that it'd be Luke Bolton on 17.
That's worse.
So
That's worse than
slightly worse, isn't it? But there you go.
Luke Bolton.
Some interesting predictions there. I think looking through that, thinking back, I think Nick, you were sort of going, we'll finish in a similar position to last
I think
season.
that was my thinking.
And Jim, I think we felt was being overly optimistic, but in the end, it was over optimism, which
he was bang on in the end.
bang on. Are you surprised by where we finished in the end, Clive? Because at one point we were sort of sitting here thinking, if we have another 2 bad games, we're going to be dragged right into a relegation battle here.
I don't think I'm surprised, because it seems reasonable given what we thought the quality of the squad was at the beginning of the season. But the middle of the table's been so tight that one week you can be looking at the playoffs and the following week you're looking over your shoulder at the drop zone. I don't think we ever felt comfortable. And apart from the last few games when it became clear we'd turned the corner, At any point, we were obviously more worried about going down than getting into the playoffs. But it was a strange old situation. We could, 2 more wins and we'd have been knocking on the playoff door. It's crazy.
We finished 10 points shy of playoffs in the end.
Yeah.
Which is that's no mean feat, and 16 points clear of the relegation zone as well in the end, which I think is a really good achievement. And just sort of looking at some of those defeats as well that we had in there, Nigel Clough has sort of lamented them a little bit as well, hasn't he? Where we've been sort of poor in
Peterborough one. I think he picked up the Peterborough one and the Wigan one with his 2 pet hates.
I mean, you're looking at Burton on the opening day, Doncaster the first home game, Wickham away 2-0 where Sweeney got subbed on and subbed off.
That was bad. The Donny one was the last minute, wasn't it? They scored twice in injury time. Port Vale away 2-1 defeat, which was a penalty, wasn't it? Which I think was a little bit harsh. Then we had that cluster of 5 defeats in 6 games. Northampton where we lost.
Northampton
Tyler Robert
was a real turning point as far as I could see. We were winning that game comfortably.
Yeah, we won a lot, weren't we, when Roberts went off?
Roberts went off, but then they chucked a big lad on and we didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
And I think if we got the same defensive lineup then as we had now, we'd have handled that differently.
Yeah, absolutely. Then Huddersfield 3-1 at home, Cardiff 3-0 away, which I think we all expect anyway. It's by the by. Bolton 1-0 at home. I can't really remember too much about that game, but again,
I think they scored near the end again, didn't they?
Yeah, narrow game. And then obviously Stockport at home 2-1 as well. Then the other defeats, Peterborough at home 2-1, Blackpool away 1-0 defeat, Lincoln at home 2-0 loss. And then, of course, that Wigan game away, which, of course, is the only loss in the last, 15, 16 games of the season, which is quite an
crazy. After
achievement.
that game, we could have been, after the Donny one at Easter, if we hadn't beaten Donny, we could have been 1 point off the bottom 4. And you look after the Wigan one, I know we lost, but if all the results had gone against us, we could have only been 4 points off the relegation after Wigan. And then you look at us now, we finished 16 points or whatever above it. Just shows, I think I certainly do. I overestimate how many points teams at the bottom are going to get. And you always think, they're going to win. And then you realise they're at the bottom for a reason. And like Clive said, you string together an unbeaten run of the magnitude we have. And all of a sudden you're staring at the playoffs, aren't you? Because other teams just aren't very consistent. That's one thing we have been this second half of the season is unbelievably consistent.
I think the good thing as well is we've put together a run that, apart from the fans of Mansfield Town, no one seemed to notice.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. We just sort of went under the radar a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
Teams were still set up. They didn't really ever think, these are a good side, we're going to try and block them. They all seemed to attack, and that played into our hands.
Well, it's good to have other teams being dismissive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if they don't think we're going to do it, then they don't set up in the right way. But I mean, managers are more professional. They don't see that. But I think the feeling you got from the fans on media was that Mansfield,
Yeah.
I don't think Huddersfield set up to try and stop us, did they? On Saturday?
I think Cardiff was surprised as well on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they were expecting more of an easier fixture.
But haven't we been lamenting all season the lack of goals?
Yeah.
And then you've got 4-1 away against a team that was fancied. You've got 5 goals scored against a team that's been promoted comfortably. If we could have just managed a few of those goals earlier in the season, what a different season it would have been.
But does that not beg the question, though? Because at this time last year, when we were talking about what we need to do going forward, Nigel Clough made it abundantly clear that the one area we wanted to improve was the defence. We've done that in abundance. We've got a far better goalkeeper. No disrespect to Christy Pym, but League One's not his level. Arguably, we've got a championship standard goalkeeper, but who's here for a reason. We've bolstered the defence, and we've had a lot of, again, defensive injuries. If you think we actually finished those last 15, 16 games, we've not actually played the majority of them without what would be our first choice back 3. We've missed Dave from a few of those fixtures. He's picked up a bit of an injury. Bailey Cargill's been absent for a very long time. Elliot Hewitt didn't play a few of those games. We finished basically, I think, on Saturday with a defence which was probably maybe the 4th choice in terms of the 3 that you'd go with. Yeah. So we've still got good quality defenders to come back. We now need to address that area of goals at the other end, because if we can do that, I'm in no doubt next season we'll have a little bit of a playoff push. We'll be flirting with that. The bare minimum should be that we're nowhere near the relegation zone and we're in no danger whatsoever. But if you think the key turning points in this season, it's the injury word again. Tyler Roberts missing for a long time. Regan Hendry had a spell on the sidelines. George Maris has barely featured. Bailey Cargill's picked up a knock. The list is as long as your arm. Luke Bolton as well. And, if you can keep those players fit and consistent, we have actually got probably a top 6 competing squad, if not better, when things go our way.
I'm saying, I always thought, I've said many times on the podcast this season, I always thought we'd be okay because I knew that we'd got 6 teams below us that were worse than us. And it proved that, in the end, probably even more than that with us, obviously, with us finished 10th.
Keep your comments coming in. Have your say on your team. Let's have a little look at a few of them. Colette says, we must have all been pissed up selecting Dwyer. Playoffs next year, 100%. The Mansfield 2089 says, even though we were in a relegation for one game over Christmas, there was a total of 15 teams in relegation at some point over the season. It's been very close all season, but we've done amazing. And Chris Vincent, I'm sure that won't be the last we hear of that name today, also says it's been a fantastic season. Really enjoyed listening to your season. Can't wait to see the results of podcast predictions. Fingers crossed. And Adam says defensively, Will Evans moved into wing back to make room up front for a signing. Feeling inspired, Nigel. Stag Chat says, play like we have in the last few games, and I don't think we'll struggle next season. Let's actually talk about Will Evans for a minute, because I was discussing this before the game. I had a little chat with Jim as well. And if you actually look, Clive, over the last probably 5-6 games of the season, bit by bit, Will Evans has been shuffled around and put in at left wing back, and he played the full 90 there pretty much on Saturday. He was absolutely tremendous. And I don't think that point there of that Will Evans is being converted back to his natural position of wing back is too far wrong, because he's a good attacker. He knows how to defend from his previous club. He knows where to put the ball for a striker, but also he can cut inside and take a man on and go up front as another one if we need him. I don't think that's too much of a bad idea. And I think next season we may see Will Evans on that left-hand side a bit more frequently.
I think he's good value at left wing back. It's clear that he's played a lot of his career in that position. We've chosen to play him up front, but he's only been potent as a up front player when he's had Gregory next to him, in my opinion. And we've not replaced Gregory. There isn't anybody out there that does replace Gregory. And he's been left a little bit hanging out. And I think by necessity, we pushed him into a defensive role, and he does it very well. If it was me, I'd see him in that role now.
Is that where you'd be looking to bring someone in then, Nick, looking at, over the closed season, if we're looking at moving Will Evans to more of a left wing position, that means we need another striker. Try and get hold of Tyler Roberts if we can. There'll be numerous clubs sniffing around for him, because, again, you look at him, if we can keep him fully fit, he's not, I think he's played something, I've got the stat written down here. He's only played a small percentage of the season. 20 appearances for Tyler Roberts, 13 starts, 28% of the season is actually featured in. Again, even though his goal contribution's not been as high as it probably should be, if you can get him playing all season, it's going to pick us up again and again and again, isn't it?
Says Evans is a difficult one because he was our top scorer last season with 15 goals, and
he's still got 10 this year.
And again, he's got 10 this year, and you think, but when he's up there, he doesn't he doesn't fill you with that much confidence. But like Clive said, he kind of needs a partner, but we don't play with two up front that often. So I think that when you look at Clough, the only two positions that he never plays players who are necessarily that's their one position is left wing back. You could argue on the right, we've seen Mariah Welsh, we've seen Akins.
Thought he was good, by the way.
I thought Mariah Welsh was brilliant on the right-hand side. And if we are to move away from that 5 being a set 5 and it being more of a 3, those right and left wing backs need to be more attacking than Hewitt, Noyle, Maka, FBT that we've had previously. So maybe Clough is thinking, actually, I need a midfielder stroke winger there rather than a defender, because that defensive 3 have been that solid that you can afford for that right wing back and left wing back not to be an out and out defender. Because I think as soon as you push Noyle or Hewitt into there, they by default want to drop back because they're defenders. And I think by putting the likes of Mariah Welsh and Evans there, it seems to have just given the whole team a bit more of an attacking edge. Because you look at that back 5, and if you just said at the start of the season, you're going to play Cardiff at home with that back 5, what do you reckon? You'd go, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
How the hell have we picked them names out of a hat? Whereas it kind of made sense because we pinned their full-backs and wing-backs back.
We got them so deep, didn't they? Couldn't get forward at all.
Absolutely. And I think, we slacked off the second half and we conceded a few too many goals. But as Clive said, and what you've touched on, Craig, I don't think Evans at left wing back is a bad thing at all. And it frees space up for a striker. And if you do get a striker and they happen to get injured, Evans is just as good to go straight back up there and play. I think that's the Akins is the same on the right hand side. He's very similar to Evans, isn't he? You can play right wing back and then you can throw him up front for a bit, then you can throw him back at right wing back again. Neither of them really get injured that much. I guess they're a dream for a manager, really, those pair.
The other quandary as well, Alan, is we've got to think about next season. If you're looking at players coming back into the mix in terms of competing, we're sitting here now thinking maybe we need to strengthen on that right-hand side. But there's another name that's going to come into contention next season again, Luke Bolton.
Yeah, it could be interesting. But as regards Will Evans, the only problem I've got in with him at left back is fantastic player, does a really good job. But it's his shoving attitude, and is in a dangerous place to do that.
When on Tuesday night, didn't he?
Yeah, when he's up front, he's not so bad. If he gets to shove in, they don't really notice it so much. But if he's in anywhere near the penalty, there one reason this year, one goal this year where it was a penalty because of his push, and it just tends to do that a little bit. But as his play as a left back, he was superb.
It's a bit difficult though for him, Clive, isn't it? Because he's from his time at Newport, he started out as a left wing back and then was moved up front in his final season there and got a bit of traction. Come to us as a centre forward. So that's 2 or 3 seasons where he's been playing as an out and out centre forward and learning a different craft altogether. And now over the last maybe 10, 15 games or so, he's been slowly integrated back into being a left wing back. It's almost like he's got to learn a whole new discipline all over again, isn't it? But maybe you should speak to Mr. Bowery for advice on how to play anywhere.
Yeah, you have to remind yourself he's still a young player and he's still quite raw. And he's not refined because he's not been able to refine a particular role. And I think if we find a role that he can concentrate on and he matures in that role, he'll be a better player for it. And you're right, Alan is indiscipline is a risk when you're playing him in a defensive role, but you've got to take that risk sometimes.
Yeah, you certainly have. Keep your comments coming in. Have your say on your team. Let's have a look through some more of these then, shall we? Rachel says, absolutely cracking season, so many proud moments. Our Emily's popped up and said, how amazing was Reed on Saturday? He went under the radar and Will Evans was awesome on Saturday too. Is Clough replacing Macca, who's been caught slow recently, says Adam. Stags Chat says, still think a 20-plus goal striker is the top of the list for next season. Questionable if Evans will be at the club next season. Says Craig. Of course, he is out of contract, but I would imagine he would have a year option on him as well. And Colette adds, Will is lost without a partner. David says, another great season to be a Stags fan, and we move into the next full of hope for the future, which shows how far the club has come under Nigel, his staff, with the backing of the Radfords as well. And Adam on the Bowery comment as well says, Bowery, as always, no comment, but I thought he was excellent again, and I would definitely be giving him.
He didn't look out of touch, did he? He came back in, and no one would question that he was. He hadn't played. If
you said someone, how many games has this number 9 played? 45.
And there's
solid every week.
There's one particular bit where that chap had got free on the right hand side. And
lovely bit of turn of pace.
Straight off.
Straight in.
He just put the afterburners on, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just took it straight out of the game.
It can shift. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep your comments coming in. Have your say on your team. Let's go through some of the players then and some stats which we've got on them this year. Obviously, we're going to do the end of season awards later on in the show where we'll reveal our winner. But of course, at the official awards, Alan, which I believe you were at yesterday.
Yes.
Liam Roberts basically needed a van to take the awards home, didn't he?
Yeah, took everything.
Do you want to run us through the day and your experience?
SSA was Liam Roberts, directors Liam Roberts, players player Liam Roberts, and there was one other one he took as well. Reedy got the goal of the season for that one against Burnley, and he got the owners award. Reedy did.
A great night, no doubt, celebrating all of those. Clive, who would you say out of everyone has been the key pin to our successes this season?
Reed.
So let's look at Lewis Reed then. Look at some of his stats. 41 appearances. He played 3,465 minutes. 51% of tackles won, 145 duels won, and 1,395 successful passes as well, which just shows how critical he's been. He's had a bit of a dip in form, hasn't he, throughout the season? I think he took a little bit of, and I'm sure he'll admit this himself, took a little bit of time to get used to the constant shape changes, because before his role was very much, I'm going to sit in front of the back four, I'm going to move across this line, and I'm not going to go anywhere, and I'm going to spray passes left, right and centre. Now he has to be a bit more mobile, get up and down the pitch. And to be fair, Clive, he's blossomed really, really well. And on the occasions where he's had the captain's armband, he's led as well too.
Yeah, I think the way I judge these people is if you're going to put him up as the instrument of success, what would have been the case had he not played at all? Would have been a team with 10, 15 points fewer than we've got, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan, same question to you. Pick another player that we can have a little look at.
Got to be Roberts,
Which one?
keeper.
Liam Roberts.
Liam.
So 136 saves this season, 14 clean sheets from him. I think we definitely got lucky in the summer in signing him in terms of everything that's happened with him previously, but he looks like a changed character. I love his attitude on interviews and everything. He really looks like he's comfortable at the club, and even when there will be inevitably bids, Alan, that come in for him in the close season, I don't think he'll want to go. I think he's happy here.
From what you were saying last night, I got the feeling that he's a very humble guy, because he was saying, more forget me, I'm only as good as my defence. And my defence, and obviously the midfield and the attack, everybody has a team. But it was, saying how good Nigel is with the man management. Everybody was together. And he did say right at the end, he says, I think we're a set of clowns and I'm the lead clown.
I love that.
He really likes it, and it felt really, it gave the feeling that he was really humble to, because he said it could have gone wrong when I came here. He said, I weren't sure, to be honest, because it was when he was asked the question, he says, I wasn't sure, but he says, sometimes a season and that things just go for you. And, he's got baby on the way very soon to arrive. So
I saw his missus on the pitch on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, do you know what? At one point, Jordan Barry could have gone in goal.
Everything's looking rosy for him, and he appreciated that.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Nick, same for you. Pick a player and we'll have a little deep dive.
So I was going to go for Akins, but I'm just interested, seeing as you've got the numbers up there, because I think this particular person has made a bigger impact than a lot potentially give credit for, and his arrival coincided with a very good spell of form. I'm going to go for Mr. Russell.
Yes, I thought you
really
might.
like Mr. Russell. He's one of my. He's one of those players. I think if he's on the pitch, I feel like we're going to be all right. I really like him.
82% pass completion rate, which I think
It's high, isn't it?
that's very high for a midfielder. I mean, your average at this level, your average is probably 62, 60, 65 maximum. 82% pass completion rate, 24 appearances as well. And you know what? We were sat in January, weren't we, talking about the whole that Jamie McDonnell would leave would be massive. And you've got to give credit to Clough, because with Jamie McDonnell, we played a certain way. We played 4-2-3-1, very rigid, not a lot of movement in that. We tried to play it a little bit in January with a few different players in there. It didn't quite work. And we've evolved now into this much more sort of fluid, 3 centre-backs. But when we go forward, one goes and becomes a winger, and then we drop into a back four, and the midfield moves about a little bit. And John Russell's been absolutely key to that. Did you see his Instagram, by the way, earlier on?
No, I didn't.
I can't remember what his actual words were, but it was something around something like, "This isn't goodbye," or "No, not time for goodbye," or something like that. He put, "Thanks so much to Mansfield Town Football Club," and all of that sort of stuff.
I'd definitely be trying to keep him around. I mean, he's one of those players that he looks so laboured when he's on the ball.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few players we've had like that in the past. But when you watch him, he never gives the ball, very rarely gives the ball away. They just can't get it off him. He does that weird thing where he's slow and then he chops one way and chops the other.
It's similar to Tyler Roberts, isn't he, with that?
Very, very similar to Tyler Roberts with that. And he's just, and you know what I do like as well? Sometimes when we have to go long, he senses that, and he just goes, he pushes himself further up so that he can be available for the keeper's kicks or whatever. And you take him out the side. We haven't got a big team. If we're playing Oates and Evans up front as an example, other than Akins, and if he's not found himself at right back, we haven't got that much in the air. Whereas Russell, I don't know how tall he is, but he's massive, isn't he? He's a big lad. So I think he's doubled up kind of as a bit of a ball carrier, and also winning headers up front. But yeah, I've really rated Russell, more so than I thought I would.
His actual post was nothing but love for Mansfield Town Football Club. The way the players, coaches and fans welcomed me, I'll never forget it. This place made me fall in love with football all over again. It's never goodbye. Praise emoji. And then yellow at the end of it. So I think, and again, judging by Nigel Clough's comments as well in the post-match live, it looks very much like his first item on the agenda is get him and Tyler Roberts in a room with a pen and a bit of paper.
Yeah, but it also involves the host club, doesn't it? What their attitude towards losing the player would be.
Tyler Roberts, no, we took on his contract, so he's now a free agent. John Russell, I think he's out of contract at Barnsley.
But he's not our asset until
they release him. Yeah. So
June, won't it?
Yeah, but we'd be able to talk. We'd be able to talk with him.
Usually June,
it'll be interesting to keep an eye on their retain list over the coming days to have a look, see if they do release him.
They've got a manager, have they, at the minute?
No, I don't think so. No,
but I think you're right. he looked an ungainly sort of player when he first came, and it took a few games for him to get used to the people working alongside him. But he's slotted very well now, and he reads the game so well.
Some of the goals that he scored as well, his movement fantastic. And when he's good without Tyler Roberts, but when him and Tyler Roberts play together as well, it's that extra 5% which just lifts you, and it allows other people to go about and do their jobs, and just lifts us all. And I know we're all talking about like whether or not we want to retain Aaron Lewis, but if you had a straight choice now between Aaron Lewis and John Russell, not one person around this table is going to say Aaron Lewis, are we? With no disrespect to the long-haired porn star looking fella, but it's just it's standards, and we have to improve on standards.
It's a different class of player, I think.
Yeah.
Seeing the likes of Roberts and Russell, I think have even opened my eyes up to go, the players that we thought were good enough. You see them playing next to Russell and Roberts, and you go, well, they're not. They're nowhere near.
We've said many times in the past that there's not a huge difference between the quality of the player in League Two to League One, League One to Championship. I'm telling you, there is.
There is when you see those two.
Yeah,
in the Championship, the money that's being paid to players, they've got to be good enough to generate to justify that. And we can only hope to pick the odd one out of that particular area, because we don't have that sort of money to spend.
You look at McDonald though as well. We've had a right good few players of definite Championship standard. I mean, Roberts in goal is one of them. McDonald was definitely Championship standard, very much. I mean, he'll be in League One next year, which is unbelievable, really. And then Russell and Roberts, they're all.
Unless, of course, Oxford decide
to
cash in. He wants it out.
Yeah.
Well, the reality is, teams will buy players, and if they've got the money to do it, they will buy players and spend a lot of money to get them, on the hope that they're going to fit in, they're going to be productive, and they're going to be there the following season. But it doesn't always follow.
It doesn't.
I mean, I'm thinking about Keeler Dunn at the moment, because he's gone. And you can understand why he would go to a team that's doing so well as Wrexham, away from Barnsley, which were a bit slumbering. Yeah. And there was a fair amount of money on the table. And so he's better off financially. He's gone to a bigger club. His aspirations were better satisfied there. He hasn't played a full half.
No.
For Wrexham. No. He looks like a superfluous player. That can't be good for the lad.
No.
I'll drive down and pick him up myself.
Yeah.
Well, I think some people...
I'll give him a piggyback. I don't mind.
Walking me.
Some fans would have him back. Others wouldn't. I mean, that's fair enough. That's
but he would. I think the thing that you would have to think about with that, and it's a whole different conversation for another day, is he would change the way we play again. I think at the moment we found this sweet spot where if we can just add one or two that fit right to it.
If you can get Roberts, I think Keeler Dunn then becomes.
If you keep Roberts and Russell, would you need Keeler Dunn?
No, you wouldn't. You need a poacher. You need someone.
You need a striker more than what he's.
Someone that's considerably better than Big Vic.
And the reality is, Keeler Dunn's probably on.
Alan?
Yeah.
It's probably on 20 grand a week as well. I mean, you can't fracture your pay structure like that.
No, I mean, you've only got to look at Leicester. Spent 80 million. Where are they?
Yeah.
Same league as us next year.
Yeah, absolutely tumbling down. Let's go the other way then and have a look at a few players that perhaps haven't quite hit the heights for us. I'll go the same way around again. So, Clive, I'll start with you. If you want to pick one that's maybe disappointed you or not quite hit the heights for you, and then we'll have a little look into what they've done this season, what they've contributed.
There's nobody particularly disappointed me. I mean, we can dismiss Turnbull Dwyer because it's just not being the right player at the right club, and he's not had the
5 starts for him, by the way. 20 appearances, only 5 starts.
It would be wrong to be critical of him. Same with Ben Waine when he was a previous season.
No, he was just a dreadful footballer.
You can say that, but we didn't really see anything from him. We didn't give him that much chance.
I did. I saw the fact he was a dreadful footballer.
Your opinion.
When's the fan club starting, Craig?
Yeah. That's your opinion.
Terrible footballer, terrible haircut.
And you have a go at me about Richard Norton.
We'll be watching the World Cup, won't we? Or is that qualified?
Yeah, I mean, Chris Wood up from.
There you go.
I'm not sure I can answer your question because I don't think there's anybody in the side that I think is particularly disappointed. None of the regulars, let's put it that way.
Anybody that you would like to maybe see more game time from or want to
I'd love to see Maris have a bit of a run.
Yeah,
because I think he would have benefited from this team that's around him now.
Well, that's an interesting one with Maris. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back to that because I think we can then talk about contracts expiring at that. So remind me about Maris. Nick?
I'd be interested to see what Hewitt's numbers were. He's come better the last few games, but I still don't think he's had the season. I just don't think he's quite at our level now when you look at the other players around him. But I'd be interested to see what his numbers were and how many games he played, because I feel like I haven't seen him that much until recently.
Elliot Hewitt, 33 appearances this year, 123 clearances, 16 interceptions from him as well. Be interested to see the block stats, which I can have a look at as well, actually. I
just don't think he's been quite as up to his usual self, and I just think he's not quite
Again,
what we need.
Is that the debate where we need to start thinking we have to be a little bit more ruthless when it comes to what we do going forward, because we form an emotional attachment to players, and Elliot Hewitt is definitely one of those players. Is he good enough to consolidate us in League One to play every week? In my opinion, week in, week out, probably not. But to be there as part of the side, to come in and play 5 games here, 3 games there, etc., I think he probably is. 16 interceptions, 10 blocks this season, 7 yellow cards, 105 duels won out of 172 duels, and 76% of his tackles won this season. Only 1,648 minutes played as well for him.
Yeah, I just feel like he's not quite hit the heights he used to. But what we've got to find the balance this year, and I think it's going to be difficult for Clough, and probably one of his hardest things is whenever you hear interviews with players, they always talk about the group and the fact there's been players who've been here a while and they find that's a good thing. And I agree with them. I think it is a good thing. You very rarely get, I mean, we've got players who've been here 5, 6 years now, and there's a lot of them, isn't there? You look at Hewitt, you look at Bowery, Maris. I know Maris might be gone, but even Aaron Lewis has been here 3 or 4 years, and there's quite a lot of that team who've been here a long time. So you can't get rid of them all at once. And I think some teams go up and get rid of all what made them good, and then they kind of falter. So we need to be careful not to get rid of Lewis, Macca, Hewitt, whatever, Bowery, whoever in one go. And we've maybe phased them out more slowly. So maybe Hewitt does stay on that point. But
Alan,
I would agree with that.
Pick a player.
Well, same with Barry.
Yeah, we could look at
Jordan
JB.
Barry. I would say exactly the same thing, because I feel sorry for Jordan, because he's hardly ever been injured, has he? He had one bad injury, and then when he came back, he was off again for, was it 2 games with his concussion, and he sort of hasn't had a look in since, because the defence have been doing so well.
Yeah, he's had a couple of forays up front as well this year as Jordan Barry. And let's have a look at some of his stats.
Goal, hasn't he, as well?
I'm not sure. I think he might have done, actually. Yeah, 22 appearances, 81% of his tackles won, only 1,260 minutes played for him, 53 duels won, 73 clearances. But again, percentages in terms of defensive play, 81% tackles won, 78 clearances, 53 duels won of 97 duels, 13 interceptions, 12 blocks. And in terms of playing out from the back, which is the way which we're trying to do as well, 444 successful short passes, 18 successful long passes, and a pass completion rate of 83%, 462 of 560 passes completed.
I just think it's worth, same as Nick says with Hewitt, I think it's worth sticking around.
He's got his pace power. I think that's the one thing that he's got.
He's a good squad member. He's a really good squad member.
You look at him versus Macca. Macca's pace seems to have disappeared.
When you look at Nigel saying that he probably only wants 3 out or whatever, it'd probably be Dom Dwyer. It might be Dickoff.
About Big Vic?
And it could be Big Vic. We don't know.
Yeah.
So they could
Let's come on to that in
Dickoff.
We're going to come into that in a second, because we've just
about him.
We've asked for, in the comments, we've been asked for other stats. Let's ask for Fraser Blake Tracy's stats this year. Again, had a few spells out injured, hasn't he? 50 appearances, actually, 3,775 minutes played, 249 duels won, 214 clearances. Defensively, 50% tackles won, 21 out of 40, 214 clearances, 417 duels, 249 of them won, 42 interceptions, 22 blocks. Again, playing out from the back, 1,014 successful short passes, 69 successful long passes, with a pass completion rate of 73%. Not bad for a player that's been playing left side centre half, centre of the 3, left wing back, played here, there, and everywhere, and he's had a few niggles with injury as well. It's
and
really
he's
impressive.
Community champion as well.
Is he? Was he the community champion as well? Fantastic. How many bookings did he have? He picked up 5 yellow cards in the end. So
how many goals did he get, Craig?
You're asking me things I don't know, Alan. I haven't got those stats written down. I've got defensive stats. I don't know.
What, who's that? That says goals 1.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's Fraser Blake Tracy. So he scored a goal. There you go.
He started making mistakes, didn't he, towards the end, bless him?
I'd wanted to, but
it
always got mistakes. But he's very similar to Cargill, in my opinion. He's got a mistake in him. But if you want one man to be dying, like Sweden does on that last minute,
100%.
Is there.
If Barry doesn't stay, says our Emily, there will be tears. Mine, Rowan's and Craig's. What are Dave's stats like? I feel like he's gone unnoticed this season when he's been solid. Well, you ask and I shall consult the book of notes, and then when I can't read my own writing, go on the website. Where are we? Dave, 39 games played, 3,476 minutes, 174 duels won, 283 clearances as well, and he's had a fair few moments where he's been missing through injury. Let's not forget, Clive, he didn't even start the season, did he?
No.
So,
It's the fact that he hasn't played the full season is a surprise to a lot of people. That's
I feel like he has.
who sits and counts all these, Escalette? Not me. I just get these off the website, mansfieldtown.net. They're on there, so I presume it's up to stats or something.
And I know you don't have this stat, so I'm not going to ask you for it. But it'd be amazing to know how many players he's played alongside Dave this season.
He
must have
it was Fred.
so many different back threes.
Yeah.
That every time he turns to his right, it's somebody. And during the game, it changes 3, 4, 5 times, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that just shows how well we play though as a collective team.
Yeah.
We're going to come to Maris because I can hear the kettle on, which is great. So we're going to have our little midway tea break to warm us all up in just a second. But I'm going to come to Maris for a second, and then we'll come up with we'll have a little look at those players who are out of contract, and we'll put those on screen now. Obviously, Steve McLaughlin, Elliot Hewitt, Lucas Akins, Aaron Lewis, Jordan Bowery, Giorgio Mauricio, Will Evans, Dom Dwyer, Big Vic and Tyler Roberts, Max Dickoff as well, and also Gardner, Russell, and Abbott and Iro. All of their loans will finish as well. But George Maris in particular, looking at him, he's been an absolute stalwart for the club over his time. 146 starts, 46 appearances, 23 goals. But again, if you go back through the last couple of seasons, only 16 games played this season with 2 goals, 31 played last year. And then before that, in the previous 4 seasons, he was pretty much never present. 51, 41, 44 and 44. Alan, I know that you absolutely adore him. So do you want to, what's your general feelings on that?
Excellent squad player. Keep. Thank you. Job done.
That's the end of that. Thank you very much, folks. We'll end on that. Well done.
That's the bit where you were supposed to keep talking.
Oh, I will keep talking because
Keep talking between the three of you. Ignore that, I'm here.
I just think he's definitely worth a squad player. It's okay, he's had injuries this year, but Reece Oates had injuries. Everybody gets injuries. Dave's had injuries this year, but they come back. And I'm hoping that if George does stay, he'll fight his way back into the team. Because if he's on song, like he has been in the first place before, it'd be one of my first names on the team sheet.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Clough doesn't like him, because obviously he clearly does, but he hasn't played him as much as other managers previous have, has he? I don't think.
But he's had more injuries, hasn't he? That's the
he
problem.
has the last couple of seasons. He has, I guess. But if like you look at that list and Nigel says 3, I know 3 could become 5 or whatever. But if you were to base it on 3, the obvious one is clearly it's Dom Dwyer. Big Vic's got to be number 2. And if Aaron Lewis is already going, but maybe we were trying to offer him a deal, so the third is probably more likely Maris, isn't it?
If you're dispassionate about this, and it's very difficult because we all love players, don't we? I mean, then Maris is in a weak position, I think. Statistically, is not as valuable as others. And if you are going to have a number that you've got to move on, he's going to figure.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not.
I think.
I'd like to see him stay because I like what he does when he's on the field.
Yeah.
But he's not on enough, and that's the problem.
And it's
and a lot
of shame because he's always there for a goal as well, Clive.
And a lot will depend on what other targets the club have had and are currently working to obtain.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen when the season ends. They've been working on players all season, presumably. They keep an eye on contract negotiations and players' availability and their own stats and their sickness and injury information. So you would have thought by Christmas the club would have people in mind to replace certain people.
It's up to the player as well. You don't know if Nigel might have sat him down and said, "Look, you're going to play 20% of the games," and he might go, "Well, I don't. I need more than that." He probably sees what's coming. In my opinion,
I think Lewis was offered a contract there.
Well, he says so. Well, whether that's true or not, I mean, I can see the fact that he plays multiple positions is the only thing that I think he's got on Maris. I think Maris is the better player than Aaron Lewis, but Aaron Lewis takes a good corner sometimes when he wants to, and he can play right wing back, and he can play. And I think that would give him the edge in Clough's mind over Maris. But I think if he leaves, I think the 3 would have been Big Vic, Dom, and I think it would have been your mate Maris.
Well, time will indeed tell because this might be the last podcast we're all together, but it's not the last podcast of the series. Don't forget that the reaction show, the retain list reaction, will be out as soon as the retain list itself is out. So probably later this week. We're going to take a quick break to refresh ourselves with some nice warm drinks. When we come back, we'll be doing the end of season quiz. We'll crown the podcast predictions winner. And Alan, I've got a question for you. Where's you been? Because there's 3 of them over there. You brought them with you.
Oh, well, you see, there'll be 2 with the semi-final and a final and a trophy to
Oh
win.
my God.
We're spoiling you
Clive's going
today.
home.
Speaking of spoiling you, here's the ads and then there's a song.
Protect what matters most with Actifier Limited, your trusted local fire safety experts in Nottinghamshire. Proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast. From fire extinguishers and alarms to emergency lighting, pat testing and risk assessments, they've got everything you need for your business to stay safe. Affordable, reliable, professional. Because when it comes to fire protection, there's no room for compromise. Call Actifier Limited today or visit actifier.co.uk. Be ready, be safe, act now. Actifier Limited, proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast.
We're the Mansfield Matters crew, making podcasts just for you. Some show up, some disappear, but the Stags bring us all here. Through the ups and downs we stay, talking Mansfield Town every day. Down at the one call, we've been training with the ball, getting ready for some action. Our manager Nigel Clough has really brought the team on. But in every match you need a bit of Johnny Russell if we're one goal down and we need to get up. It helps us along to hear the fans all sing this song. So come on, the Stags, we know you can win. Let's see a little Mansfield magic. Yellows, yellows, knock the ball in. Oh, we really think you're fantastic. We're mighty Mansfield Town, we'll never let you down. You're the club we're proud to play for. From the Radfords to the groundsmen, we're depending on everyone. Especially the fans who don't need to remind us that come rain or shine, well, they're right there behind us. The terraces ring when they begin to sing this song. So come on, the Stags, we know you can win. Let's see a little Mansfield Matters. Yellows, yellows, knock the ball in. Oh, we really think you're fantastic.
Kennedy, who puts the ball back in towards the middle, headed away by McLaughlin, and now Mansfield can come away because it's Rees Oates in possession through the centre circle. Rees Oates batting forward to the edge of the box. It's Rees Oates! What a goal! It's Rees Oates! And it is magic from road-runner Rees Oates, who split open Colchester United and sent three defenders. Watch this! Bang! 1-0.
What a goal. 25 yards out. Great strike. What a great goal. Roadrunner.
Come on, the Stags, we know you can win. Let's see a little Mansfield magic. Yellows, yellows, knock the ball in. Oh, we really think you're fantastic. So come on, the Stags, we know you can win. Let's see a little Mansfield magic. Yellows, yellows, knock the ball in. Oh, we really think you're fantastic.
Welcome back to the show for the fans, by the fans. Why? Because Mansfield always matters. Thanks so much for indulging us for those 3 minutes. We managed to get a nice, lovely hot drinking, although Clive is still moaning that he's cold. So we'll have to
I
warm
offered him
him
a
up.
coat, he didn't want it.
Alan offered him a hug. And do you know what his response to Alan offering him a hug was, Nick? Do you know what it was?
It's a shit idea. Shit idea.
Honestly, disgraceful. I didn't even want a coat. But do you know what? I can spot there's a jacket over there which you could put on to warm yourself up, Clive. I think.
A great idea.
Oh dear. Maybe you should put the jacket on and warm yourself up. He's tempted. You can see him, he's tempted. So there you go.
It'll be in the bin in a
There we
minute.
go.
Can we move on?
Yes, we can move on indeed. What should we do first? You wanted to show? Yeah, I think we should do the end of season quiz, and then we'll do podcast predictions. So for the end of season quiz, ladies and gentlemen, we have got some questions for you. Now you are all going to need a pen from that pot and a couple of those cards from in there. You may want one of those books from the floor as well to have a little lean on. By the way. So it's been an epic season. You can play along with this at home as well. It's been an epic season following the Stags. Despite no trophy or promotion, it's one we'll remember for a long time coming. Or is it one that we've already forgotten? It's time to put all that to the test with a bunch of questions from this season, and we'll find out who knows the most. Now, the first 5 questions, you're just going to write the answers down. So once Nick's passed some of the cards out and everything, and
the book I was leaning on was read by Bobby Seagull.
Yes, of Hunted fame. They're signed personally as well. So there you go. There you go. What Bobby Seagull's been in your box?
I thought it was Stephen's brother.
Oh, Pigeon's right. Then we'll say. There we go. Feel free to keep your comments coming in if you wish to do so. Anyway, first 5 questions, all you need to do is write the answer down. So here we go. Question number 1. The Stags began their campaign with a trip to Burton Albion and concluded it with a victory over Cardiff. How many players started both games for 1 point? How many players started both the Cardiff game at the end and the Burton game at the start of the season? Let's move over here a little bit so Alan can't see the answers. We all got an answer? Yeah. He's picking a number between 1 and 11. It's really easy, that one. Really easy. Keep your comments coming in and have your say on your team. I will come and have a little look at them later on, but my mouse has gone to sleep. Where are you? Slightly muffled. Well, yeah, we'll... there's not a lot I can do about it, to be honest, Robert. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully you're all right now. I've moved my microphone back. Anyway, let's go to question number 2. Who scored the Stags' first league goal of the season? Who scored the Stags' first league goal of the season? Nick's got his head in his hands.
I was there.
He was there.
I was there. We were all there.
We were all there. Yeah.
Oh, I think.
I need to hide the comments as well because people are putting the answers in. So, yeah. Hopefully you can still hear us and everything okay. I'll check on the phone in just a second. So question 1 was the Stags began the campaign with a trip to Burton, concluded it with a victory over Cardiff. How many players started both games? And then question 2 was who scored the first league goal of the season? So let's see if why is that? Nothing's coming through on my phone, but why is that? Why? I've turned up my device volume. What are you doing, you silly thing? I'll get rid of that. Question 3 is, in the run-up to Boxing Day, the Stags suffered a run of 5 defeats in 6 games. The 0-0 draw at Wimbledon. Who were the 5 teams to beat the Stags during that run? 1 point for each, and I'll let you double those points if you get them all correct. So in the run-up to Boxing Day, the Stags suffered a run of 5 defeats in 6 games. The only draw in that was a 0-0 at AFC Wimbledon. Who were the 5 teams to beat the Stags during that little run? That works. Right. We'll give you a second to run through them. Give me a nod when you've got an answer.
I've got an answer of sorts.
Yeah. Clive's looking pensive and writing something down. Alan's having a think.
Chinese order, isn't it?
Sweet and sour pork.
From Burt Barry's Pork Butchers. And question 5 is as follows.
What's question 4?
Oh, not question 4. There we go. Following that run of 5 defeats in 6 games, Sequency Mansfield then went unbeaten in the league for 8 games, 4 wins and 4 draws. But what was the aggregate score from those fixtures?
You've got me pulling my plonker here.
So following that run, Sequency Mansfield then went unbeaten in the league for 8 games with 4 wins and 4 draws. What was the aggregate score from those fixtures? They're all looking very pensive now, which is why it's a bit more quieter as they try and think of the
Yes.
their
There's no
answers.
thinking, guys. Guessing.
This is it. Well, yeah, it's very, very much guessing, isn't it? And question 5 of the first 5. The cup competitions also played a major part this season, excluding time added on, e.g. 3 minutes at the end of the first half, 2 minutes at the end of the second, etc., and penalty shootouts, which are not timed. How many minutes of football did the Stags play in the cup competitions? So that's all cup competitions. That's the EFL Trophy, that's the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. So the cup competitions played a major part this season, excluding time added on, e.g. 3 minutes at the end of the first half, 2 minutes at the end of the second, and penalty shootouts, which of course aren't timed. How many minutes of football did the Stags play in the Cups? A reminder of those 5 questions whilst they tot up their answers for the first 5. The Stags began their campaign with a trip to Burton and concluded it with a victory over Cardiff. How many players started both games? Who scored the Stags' first league goal of the season? In the run-up to Boxing Day, the Stags suffered a run of 5 defeats in 6. The draw at AFC Wimbledon, of course, the one where they weren't beaten. Who were the 5 teams to beat the Stags in that run? Following that run, Sequency Mansfield then went unbeaten in the league for 8 games, 4 wins and 4 draws. What was the aggregate score from those fixtures? And question 5 was the cup competitions played a major part this season, excluding added on time, e.g. 3 minutes here, 2 minutes there, and the penalty shootouts. How many minutes of football did the Stags play in the Cups? Well, time to give you the answers to the first 5 questions. So, question number 1, the answer. Clive, any ideas on the answer?
I had a stab at 5.
Nick?
I've had a poke at 4.
The answer was 7. Who scored the Stags' first league goal of the season? Nick?
I went for Reece Oates.
Clive?
Reece Oates.
Bailey Cargill was the correct answer. In the run-up to Boxing Day, the Stags suffered a run of 5 defeats in 6. Who are those teams? If you get, it's 1 point each for these, if you've got any of these. Northampton, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Bolton, and Stockport were the 5. If you got all 5, give yourself 10 points. And what was the aggregate score in the run where the Stags went 4 wins, 4 draws? It was 12-4, the aggregate score. 12-4. Do you know what?
12,
if you got that, the Stags would score 12, I'll give you a point. If you got that, the opposition scored... Oh, well, there you go. 4, then I'll give you a point. 12-4 was the aggregate score. And then in the cup competitions, they played a major part, excluding added time, 3 minutes here, 2 minutes there, and penalty shootouts, which aren't timed. How many minutes of football did the Stags play in the Cups? The answer, 930. Ooh, what do you get, Nick?
1,020. I think I've added a game too many.
1,100.
Okay, 930 was the correct answers. Right, so it's time for me now to write down your scores because we're going to do something a bit more interactive. So, Clive, can I have your score, please, from the first round?
2.
Nick?
3.
Alan?
2.
Okay.
I won them.
You may notice you can put your pens and papers down now, and you instead can swap them for a kazoo because it's time for the kazoo bonus round. Exactly. There you go. There you go. So,
I was just sat on something.
Here's how it works. If you buzz in, you get the chance to answer the question. If you buzz in and answer incorrectly, the points automatically go to the other players. Okay. Question number 1. We've already established that there were 4 changes between the Burton game and the Cardiff game. That means there were 8 players involved in those changes. Name them. So if you think you can name them or want to have a stab at it, I will buzz in on your kazoo. If you want to have just a guess at a couple of them, you can do, and you can say stop. So there's 8 players involved in the changes between Burton and Cardiff. Yeah. Who were those 8 players? So if you want to have a stab, I'll give you a... Go on, Nick.
Oh.
It's not working now. There we go. Go on, Nick. Go on, Nick.
Sorry.
Go on, Nick.
Sorry, you had to watch that, everybody.
What are you doing?
So Dwyer, because he played Burton and didn't play, so he was one of the change. He was in there, wasn't he? Do you mean when you say changes, do you mean people who played the last game and didn't play Burton?
8 players involved, so I think. Do you know what? I might have to scrap that question because I've not got
Burton,
that.
Didn't he?
I've not got that.
Evans up front.
We all get a point then.
You can all have a point for me getting that wrong because there's something missing there. I'll give you a point each. I had Cargill, Bowery, Hewitt, Nobby Welsh, McDonald, John Russell, McAdam, Akins.
Yeah. I definitely played against.
So I've missed one there, haven't I? I've missed one there. Bailey Cargill scored the Stags' first league goal of the season, as we know, but in which minute did he score? Buzzing if you think you know the answer. I think Nick was first.
67.
Incorrect, so that's a point to Alan, and it's a point to Clive. The correct answer was the 76th minute. In the run of 5 losses in 6 games, Northampton, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Bolton and Stockport, what was the aggregate score? Alan's thinking about it. Alan's gonna have a go. Be a brave man, Alan.
There's no
Consent
incentive to blow at this point.
Yes, Clive. Yes, Clive. Yes, Clive. Yes, Clive.
Suck it in.
3-8.
11-3. So that's a point to Nick and a point to Alan.
Blowing this,
No, I don't care.
Well, there you go. Where's that gone? Is that next?
I thought this through.
You mean a feature that's not been thought through?
I know. Well,
I don't believe that.
Same one on your buzzers again. Name the 8 sides that the Stags played in that league unbeaten run from Boxing Day onwards. So again, if you want to buzz in and have a crack, I'll give you 1 point if you get it right, and then you stop when you get it wrong. Clive buzzed in. Clive's buzzed in. Albeit reluctantly, Clive has buzzed in.
Clive's had a reluctant to.
I've got Barnsley.
1 point to 1 point. Any more for any more? Do you want to? Yes, Alan.
Bolton.
Bolton's correct. So I'll give Clive 1 point, Alan 1 point. Nick, do you want to have it? Any guess on any others? Very quiet. Very sensitive.
What the hell I'm talking about.
Very sensitive.
I'm going to say Wickham.
You are correct. Do you want to have a guess? Anyone want to have a guess on any others? Clive's in.
Port Vale.
Yes, Clive. Another point for Clive. Nick.
Exeter.
Exeter's in there as well. Another point for Nick. Anyone else?
No one's ever done a kazoo and then shouted Exeter.
I'm
I know the guy.
going to have to move on. Oh, Clive, gone.
Stranraer.
No. Oh, it's lost it. Point to everyone. Point to Nick. Point to Alan. There we go. Incorrect answer. The answers were Barnsley, Bolton, Bradford, Port Vale, Stevenage, Plymouth, Wickham, and Exeter. 930 minutes of football was played in the Cups, but which 3 players can claim their prize as joint Golden Boot winners with 3 goals each? Oh, Nick's having a think. Clive's having a think. Yes, Clive.
Oates.
Oates is correct. I'll give you a point for Oates. 2 more.
Reed.
Reed is correct. I'll give you a point for Reed. There's 1 more up for grabs. Anyone, first person to buzz in will guess it. Yes, Alan.
Evans.
It is Evans. Well done, a point apiece there. There you go. Right, back on you. Back on your piece of paper now for the next 3 questions. I know. I'm so sorry. If we've got any viewers left,
Watching, I do
I know. If anyone's still
Watching.
watching, yeah. Well, he's had kazoo content. He's happy as Larry. That lad, isn't he? He's made his year.
He thought he was just at Christmas.
Oh no! Right. So the next 3 questions are to the nearest. So I'm going to award a point to the person who I deem to be the closest. So the first one is, what was the difference in attendance at One Call Stadium between Harrogate in the FA Cup in round 1 and Arsenal in round 5? So what was the difference in attendance at One Call Stadium in the FA Cup between Harrogate in round 1 and Arsenal in round 5? I'll give you a minute or so to write those down, and then we'll go a point to the person who is nearest. Alan's got something written down. So, Alan, do you want to go first? Yeah, might need that.
3060.
3060 is what Alan is saying.
Oh dear, I've gone a bit mental. I do apologise, everybody. 6,943.
Clive?
6,200.
Oh.
What did you say, Nick?
6,943.
Clive is closest. The actual correct answer is 5,959. There were 3,301 in attendance against Harrogate and 9,260 in attendance against Arsenal. Next one, then. Next one. Excluding time added on at the end of each half, and in the league only, how many minutes of football has passed between Bailey Cargill opening the scoring at Burton to TikTok rounding things off against Cardiff? So I'll give you the starter. Bailey Cargill scored in the 76th minute. So it's a little bit of maths now, isn't it? To work this answer out, by the way, It's 44 times by 90, and then add and deduct the rest.
So 44.
Because you get 90 games of, because game 1, you exclude game 1 and game 46, and then you work it out that way. I'll give you a clue. It's more than 1,000, and it's less than 6,000. Let's go with Clive first.
4,000.
Nick?
I'm going to go with, I haven't written anything down, so I'm going to go with 4,001.
Right, okay.
4,100.
The closest by 47, maybe a bit more, is Alan. The correct answer is 4,053. So Alan gets the point on that one. And the final one of these to the nearest questions is, in League One, the Stags travelled ground to ground, so that's there to there, not there and back, 5,744.8 miles. But what was the additional mileage, ground to ground, when you include the 6 additional cup ties played on the road? And I'll give you a clue. It's less than 500. So what's the additional mileage for the 6 cup ties played on the road this season? Alan's got an answer. Nick's thinking of an answer. Clive is questioning his life choices. Clive, I'll go with you first.
Richard Narty.
Incorrect.
490.
Nick.
305.
Alan.
428.
I am going to give, what was yours, Clive?
490.
Yours was 428. 428. I'm going to give a point each to Nick and Alan because I can't figure out the difference. It's 380.2. So point for Nick, point for Alan. Right, final round of the quiz. You'll be delighted to know you can put your pens down again because you need to pick up your kazoos again. Hey. There we go. We've got some quick fire questions. Okay. 2 points per correct answer. If you buzz in and get it wrong, you're frozen out, and the remaining players can buzz in to take your points. Okay. So remember, quick fire. First one. What is the combined age of all 4 goalkeepers the Stags have used this season? Nick?
I'm going to go for 98.
Incorrect. Clive and Alan can steal it. You might as well buzz in. Yes, Clive. Yes, Clive.
77.
Incorrect. Alan, to steal 2 points. You don't need to buzz in, but it's funny.
92.
Oh, incorrect. It was 101. No. Liam Roberts, 31. Harry Lewis, 28. Owen Mason, 22. And Nunes is 20. Next one. In all competitions, who played more minutes? The combination of Bailey Cargill and Lewis Reed, or Rhys Oates and Lucas Akins? So either or. Nick.
Hey. First 2.
Cargill and Reed?
Yes.
Is the correct answer. So 2 points to another 2 points to Nick. Well done. Next one. Which is the higher percentage? Our overall possession stats at Bolton or our overall possession stats at home to Arsenal? Clive.
Arsenal.
Oh, incorrect. Alan was first. He wasn't.
Oh, I'm going to sit right now.
Another point for. Oh dear.
Can I just put a point of order here? If the first person to go on an either or answer says the answer and you say it's wrong, you're giving the answer away to the.
Listen, it's who cares? It's the entertainment value, right? People
protest.
Well, you protest all you like. There's 2 more questions. 2 more questions. 3 more questions. Here we go. This is not an either or, you'll be pleased to know. Kazoos to the lips. Who made the most? Who picked up the most yellow cards in all competitions? Clive.
Dave.
Incorrect. Nick.
Reed.
Incorrect.
Benny Cargill.
Incorrect. It was Stephen McLaughlin. No points for anyone.
31.
Zeus to the lip. Here we go. Same thing. Not an either or question. 2-part question. Part 1. Who made the most appearances in all competitions, starting and subs combined? Nick.
Liam Roberts.
Incorrect. Alan. Incorrect. Can't wasn't get it. Clive. Clive?
Still have to blow it.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still in the game.
Yeah, you're still in the game, yeah.
Blow it, man.
Have a guess. Go on.
Read.
You say Lewis Reed? That's incorrect. The correct answer was Will Evans.
Oh.
Okay.
But for another 2 points, how many appearances? Yes, Nick.
54.
Oh, incorrect. Alan.
55.
Incorrect. Clive.
53.
Oh, it's 52.
No,
It's
Clive.
52. I have to tell you at this point, oh dear, that is very close in the quiz stakes. The final question on your kazoos when you're ready, please. The final question of the 2025-26 season quiz is: who is the Stags' assistant manager? Mick was first.
And you gone.
No, Clive.
Crosby.
It is Gary Crosby. Well done.
Bing.
So there you go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I walked into that.
I'm proper knackered.
The winner of the end of season quiz for this year is with 12 points on the board. It's Nick. Well done, Nick. Well done, Nick. There you go. There you go. There you go. From one
Can you
rubbish.
take your kazoo into the microphone box at the start of the season?
Start next season with it.
And then you
Oh,
leave an email.
Dear. Right, from one dodgy feature to one which is much better put together because it's not put together by me. It is time for the winners to be revealed of.
The game of luck, who gives up, don't mess it up. I hear you say, how do you play? Win, lose or draw, then pick a score and one more thing. Pick a hero, don't score zero, that's the game. But we're not fools, this game has rules. It gets on time, you'll be fine, remember the rhyme. Remember the rhyme. Yes, on time, you'll be fine. Remember the rhyme. The death predictions.
Podcast. Oh, hello. We're back on. We're back on. We're back on. Time now for the reveal for the podcast predictions winner. Now, I'm going to put the full table on social media tomorrow, so have a look on there. And you also, if you submitted your email address, Clive's gone cold. If you submitted your email address, we'll get it sent out to you as well. Let's first and foremost do the results from game 46 then. Obviously, no one predicted a 5-4 win, even though it was so obvious that we were going to win 5-4. But with a 4-4 prediction and then picking Reed and Russell and then quadruple points, Nick, you picked up 90 points
Get ready.
on Saturday.
I missed half of the season.
Yeah.
Well done, son.
Fantasy points wise, Reed was the best pick of the players with 16. Aikens got you 15. Nobby Welsh and Sweeney got you 10. Oates got you 8.
90 points.
Iro got you 6. Evans, Hendry, and Russell got you 5. Bowery and Taylor got 3. Liam Roberts 2. Gardner 1. Noylan McLaughlin 0. And everyone else -5. And if you picked him as your vice captain, half of that is what you would have scored. So if you picked Oates as vice captain, you got 4, not 8. Right. Our table time. Finishing in 6th place.
Just a minute.
Can we have that for every single one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Into the microphone, please. Was Nathan Edge with 351 points. Finishing in 5th was Nick with 387 points. Finishing in 4th with 409. It's Jim in 3rd with 416. It's Alan Wilson. And then one of us got 488. The other got 540. In 2nd, me. In 1st, it's Mr. Clive. Well done, Clive. Now, Clive, I have to tell
My
you,
mother and father. and the dog.
Yeah, there you go. Time now for the overall top 10. Alan, can we have it again? Yeah. The overall top 10. Thank you. In 10th place with 459, it's Ian Brown. In 9th place, the podcast predictions guru, 460 points, Ben Swain. In 8th, with 462, it's Simon Wilson. In 7th, with 475, is Dave S.
These are bespoke.
In 6th place, he was leading for a long time, 480 points in the end for Matt Piercy. In 5th was me. In 4th, 494 was Marie Wilson. In 3rd, Limbo 74 with 523. In 2nd, the winner of the podcast predictions group was Clive Parkin. And can we have an all-together fanfare? Can we let's all join in for the winner? Let's give it a blast, lads. The winner with 592 points was Chris Vincent. Well done, Chris. Thank you so much to Chris. And of course, to Ben Swain, the podcast predictions guru, for looking after all of that next season.
Well done,
podcast predictions will be back in the next season. From one award winner to another award winner now, it's time to reveal the winners of your voting.
Welcome to Mars, the Mansfield Matters Podcast Awards. No trophies, no prize, no certificates, just pride. Why? Because Mansfield matters.
Time for the Empers then, the Mansfield Matters Podcast Awards. We nominated our nominees earlier in the season. For Player of the Season, the nominees were Dave, Lewis Reed, Liam Roberts, Rhys Oates and Ryan Sweeney. The winner with 66.7% of the vote was Liam Roberts, which will come as no surprise to anybody. The goal of the season, this was more evenly contested. Lewis Reed against Sheffield United, his first goal. Regan Hendry at home to Leyton Orient. Lewis Reed at Burnley away. Iro's second goal against Port Vale, and then Aikens' first goal against Northampton. The winner with 36.4% of the vote was Regan Hendry's goal from the halfway line against Leyton Orient. Now, moment of the season, this was one which was personable to us. Clive, can you remember what your moment was? Can you remember what your moment pick was?
Nearly dumping Jim.
It was. That received 15.2% of the votes. Jim's
Jim
was the atmosphere from Stephen McLaughlin's late goal at Barnsley. That got 6.1% of the vote. Emily picked being stunned by Lewis Reed's free kick at Burnley. That got 24.2% of the vote. I picked Bert Bowley's Port Butchers. If you know, you know. That got 1 vote, and that was from me. Nobody knows. And the winner, Nick, what was your pick?
I went for the Bolton one, I think, wasn't it?
No, you went for the Feeling of Pride when 11 scored against Arsenal.
Yes,
51.5% of the vote. The game of the season. The nominees were Exeter City in League One away, Blackpool at home in League One, Bolton away also in League One, Burnley in the FA Cup in the 4th round, and Sheffield United in the 3rd round. The winner with 51.5% of the vote again was Sheffield United away. We did an Unsung Hero Award as well. The nominees were Fraser Blake Tracy, Ryan Sweeney, Keeley of Her Game 2 fame, Alex and the Community Trust team, and Lucas Aikens. The winner, deservedly, was Lucas Aikens. What a phenomenal season for him, given everything that he went through. And then we introduced a new award this time round, and that was the Growth Award. So someone that at the start of the season was frustrating you, or when they first come was frustrating you, has turned into a prime player. The nominees were Ryan Sweeney, Lewis Reed, Rhys Oates, John Russell and Little Nobby Welsh. The winner was Little Nobby Welsh with 45.5% of the vote. On to the Arrogant Awards now, and that is, of course, for Podcaster of the Season. In joint 3rd place with 9.1% of the vote, Nick and Nathan. In 2nd place with 30.3% of the vote was Alan. And the winner of Podcaster of the Season, here we go, with 45.5% of the vote, was somebody with the initials CP.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we have the best biggie toe?
I think it should.
Chris Parker again, isn't it?
Me.
Well done, Craig.
Thanks.
After all that.
Daft feature of the season. The nominees were Who Am I, which we played once. Oz One Out. What's in Craig's bucket /shoe /drawer /other orifice. And Alan, Where's You Been? The correct answer and the winner was, of course, Alan, Where's You Been? The feature of the season. And that concludes all of the voting. The other bits are for us off air to look at obviously how you guys have done in terms of what you want, whether you want us to be audio based or anything like that. So thank you to those of you who voted, and thank you to those of you who've left your feedback as well. We are going to take a very short break. When we come back, we won't be sat in these seats. We're going to do a bit of faffing around with the cameras because it is time for one final thing. We have crowned a podcast predictions winning. We have crowned the winners of the Empers. We have discussed all of the end of the season nonsense. We've got to find out though who is the winner of a great feature. It is a phenomenal feature. It's been voted feature of the season. We're going to be finding out after the break who is going to be the winner of Alan, Where's You Been? Ad.
Protect what matters most with Actifire Limited, your trusted local fire safety experts in Nottinghamshire. Proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast. From fire extinguishers and alarms to emergency lighting, pat testing and risk assessments, they've got everything you need for your business to stay safe. Affordable, reliable, professional. Because when it comes to fire protection, there's no room for compromise. Call Actifire Limited today or visit actifire.co.uk. Be ready, be safe, act now. Actifire Limited, proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast.
Well, what? I don't really want them. They need to go back where they were. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. They were there for a reason.
Yeah.
I've already set them up. Right, so Clive, if you go and stand behind your one. Doesn't matter what colour you are, does it? Behind you you're going to need some pens, and you're going to need your books as well. No, you don't need paper, you just need pens and books. Because you are. So as you can see on screen, there is a little bit of peddling going on. The dog's here. Alan, Where's You Been? Has got his podium. I'm going to come and so with your microphones, you can lift off the muff bit, and inside it, you'll see it might clip that onto your jacket. That's it. I didn't have enough time to sort this out. So just clip that onto the top of your hoodie. That's it. Perfect. And we'll come and take those off you. In a minute, we will play the jingle. But first, I'm going to have to show you these, which have been beautifully designed because we have exclusive when it focuses. Let's see if people see it. Alan, Where's You Been cards. I'll take a picture of them and put them on a little bit. We've got a dog invading as well. Alan, I love the get up. Absolutely brilliant. I think what we should
feel underdressed.
Yeah. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Can you be able to use your microphone, or do you want this? Harry's going to bark in all of it as well. So there you go, Harry. That's enough. That is enough. So I'm going to give you one of these each, an Alan, Where's You Been card, because this
are these official merchandise?
Yeah, almost official. So what's going to happen with Alan, Where's You Been is usually Alan will read the clue out, and then we will give our answers to the game. This time round, we're going to write our answers down, and what will happen is once you've written all, he's going to go through all 5 clues. Okay. So you write down an answer after everyone, and then you pass your cards back to Alan, and he will tell you whether we've got a winner or not. The winner from you two will play me in the final. If for whatever reason you get it on the same question, Alan has got a tiebreaker question. Before we play Alan, Where's You Been, we need to obviously play the greatest jingle ever made, because it is time for this. Honestly, the production values know no bounds here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alan Wilson. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Alan, it is absolutely over.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last instalment of Alan, Where's You Been? We've got the semi-finalists with us, as you can see. We've got Clive, Edwin Stowe Parkin, and we've got Nick Ollerton Parrish. Right then, question 1, gentlemen. It's a little bit different this time. What you've got to do, thank you. What you've got to do is write down your answer. Don't shout anything out. Just thank you, Harry. What's the trophy, Harry? You write the answer down. Okay. Question 1.
Sorry, I had something at lunchtime. It's just coming through.
This team won the Football League trophy in 1986, 2003, and 2015. Just write your answers down. Don't shout them out. Question 2. They're also in the Championship playoff final at Wembley in 2008. What's your second question? Have you got that one?
That the price is right, do they?
Have you got your second question down?
No, because I think I got it right the first time.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
know, I might be wrong.
Right. Question 3. It's not an anagram this time.
Okay.
It's a little bit different. 3 ex-players for this team: Tammy Abraham, Adi Akimbayi, and John Akindi played for this team. Are you okay with that?
I think so.
Question 4. They're currently in the Championship.
Oh, that's nobbled me then.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
And question 5. When they're shouting the names out in the crowd, they have got 4 nicknames for this team. They are the Robins, the Reds, Red Army, and Cider Army.
All right.
Got it.
I think I got it on number 1, I think. I changed my mind, but...
Right, do it. Are we scoring as we go, Craig, or do you want me to score them? Because I can...
So if you pass your cards...
I wrote an answer down.
I've taken my microphone.
That's not...
Yeah.
It's not working.
There's nothing in there. It's here.
I've taken my microphone off because apparently it's not working.
Yeah. They can use mine, Craig.
Why do I think of that? Thank you, Harry.
muffless.
Hello, you on your board? Is that what you're after?
Down on number 1 and
Well,
kept it.
Well, so if you pass your cards to Mr. Wilson, and Mr. Wilson will have a little look. So,
Alan,
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 where's you been? Have we got a definite winner out of the 2 of them?
Yes, because Nick got it on... Oh, sorry, Harry. Nick got it on the first question, and it looks as though Clive's got it on the second question.
get in there.
So it looks as though Nick is the winner. Well done, Nick.
So,
The only reason I thought that is because
Nick
I remember some commentary and out and they said they were the holders.
semi-final of Alan, where's you been?
Well done, Clive.
It's time for my favourite part.
Alan, where's you been? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where is your babe? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where is your babe? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where is your babe? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where's you been? Alan, where is your babe?
Well, I think we're back. It's already sending into Cardiff. The dog's gone
We're
mental.
just going to get 2 more pieces of paper. The final.
Nick's
The final
done
is
to get-
between...
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm stuck in the bin.
Let me do that so I can actually see that we're on screen.
There we go.
can I get my official photographer to come down? And she's going to get on screen here. She'll be
My
fine.
glamorous assistant, Nat.
There you go. She's never taken a photo before in her life. Clive's playing with the dog. The dog's not bothered. It's all gone to pot. Now, Alan, on this time, because it is the final,
Yeah.
we don't want. We'll pass you the cards, but
Right,
don't reveal
okay.
them straight away because you know earlier when we popped 2 things in your face,
Yeah.
we've got to give you some party poppers because you've just got to go up to the person and bang in the face.
Right. No
Yeah,
worries.
That
I
works,
can
right?
do that.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Just beware, guys.
So, Alan,
Right.
it's over to you.
Come on, Al.
Question 1. This team were relegated from the Premier League in 2012.
Oh, okay. No clue.
This team were relegated from the Premier League in 2012.
Can't be them, because anyway.
No, they haven't been up to this then. Go on. Not clue.
Question 2. In 2017, they were relegated to League One. In 2017, they're relegated to League One.
Can't be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 3. 3 ex-players played for this team. Alex John Baptiste, Gareth Ainsworth, and Osvaldo Ardiles.
Who are those 3 names again?
Gareth Ainsworth, Osvaldo Ardiles, and Alex John Baptiste.
You might just need to pause.
Just 1 second, a minute.
Spray the ball, yeah.
Come on, Clive. You've got one job. You've got one.
Got one job.
Clive,
Got one job.
What you cannot see off camera at the moment is Clive on the garden playing with the dog.
Dog's not bothered.
Dog's not bothered.
Question 4. This team are currently in the Championship.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Well, that's not who I thought it was then.
This could be interesting then.
Yeah. Oh, who did... Where did he go?
How have I forgotten who John Baptiste played for?
No.
I thought that might throw a little bit.
I feel like he had a loan spell somewhere that I can't think about. Go on then, go again.
You might get it with the 5th one.
Can you just repeat that last question out?
No, the last question. They're currently in the Championship.
This is the 10th finale. The millions at home will be.
Yeah,
Come on, look, come and watch this.
Yeah, go on.
I can't see comments from here. But
No,
one or two already got it. No.
Just have a look on that screen. Can you see there's a little eye feature there and it says a number? Don't read the number out. Just tell on the screen, top right hand corner, there's a little eye. Is there still a number next to it? That's right. People are still watching.
My dad's still there.
Carry
Thanks,
on.
Dad. Come on.
Dad's still there.
Big Tone's watching.
Question 5. They play when they get chance. In the East Lancashire Derby against Burnley. When they get chance. East Lancashire Derby against Burnley.
Oh, I've got no idea. And they're in the Championship.
Oh no, that's not them, is it?
East Lancashire. East, like
Not Black. I had Blackpool vibes in my head, but it's not.
That's what it says on my phone, and I'm going what it says on my
right.
phone.
I don't think it's this, but I've written it down.
I've wrote something down.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. So Alan's now.
Let me just write. I'm not looking, but that's Craig.
I'll just take my gloves off.
Alan's going to have a little look.
It's all right.
Alan, you might need some party poppers to if someone has indeed got it correct. I'm not sure that we have or not. To be honest,
I haven't got it right.
I don't think I have.
I think I know now who it is, and I forgot.
I think I'm all over. Do we need a title?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
Alan.
We have a winner.
You might want to whisper to Clive who it is because he's got a point.
Right,
he's
doing it today.
No, well, you both do it or whatever. Yeah, give Clive. We'll look this way, shall we? Because we can definitely hear Alan's whisper. La la, Alan, where's you been? Alan, where's you? We didn't think this through.
Alan, where's your? It's Craig, Clive. It's Craig.
It's like it's Nick.
It's Craig.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen,
I forgot he played for Blackburn.
this
think you did.
is the trophy.
But now, bear in mind, I'm going to be fuming if I've lost this because all throughout this series, I've been way ahead on points.
This is
So-
the trophy.
Take it to the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, that's it. Nick's got the content there. Look, there we go.
This is the trophy provided by my wife Jeanette at
the
no
lovely-
expense
Thank you,
made,
Lovely, Jeanette.
and it says on it, Alan, where's you been champion?
Oh, hang on a minute.
2025/26.
The photographer's ready. She's ready. She's poised.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hang on. Good luck.
The
Very
winner
best of luck.
and the
Very
best.
best.
of Alan, where's you
No,
been?
no.
2025/26 is Craig Free. Oh, there you go, Craig.
Oh.
Can we have a few words, please?
Can somebody play We Are the Champions on a kazoo, please? You've got 10 seconds. hang on. I'm going to wait for it.
Now, as you can see, the whole.
You can't have it. You can't have it.
Well done, Craig. It was indeed Blackburn Rovers.
Oh, thank you for saying the.
What have I got to get my ass?
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's gone. The ball's gone. The
That,
ball's gone.
that concludes your Alan, where's you been for this season. Thank you for watching.
Oh, dear. That's enough, boys.
The camera slide. You've got to.
Let me just do this. There's
There he
a
is.
barking dog, and I can't see because there's a pole in the way. Oh, there he is. There's the pole. Just picking around the pole. Oh, dear. Harry, in you go. Good boy. Come on. In. That's enough. That's
Unbelievable.
enough. We are still live, Harry, so can you pack it in? Thank you. Right.
I remember seeing some commentary where it said they were the holders.
In. Come on. Good
We
boy.
obviously
Go
played
with
them,
the
didn't we? So I was thinking if they were
Go
the
with
holders,
the
they must have
Puma.
won it the year
Off you
before.
go.
First I wrote Wigan,
So
and then I
that
changed my mind.
listen, Clive, come on over. Come on.
Come on, Clive.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let me get that back on there and everything. Where's that? So
Oh, I'm here.
you're there. So yeah, go and stand in the middle.
Oh,
So
no,
let
my
me.
stick's gone.
There you go. So I'll do that. Didn't work. Well, you can put that back on there if you want, but it's up to you. Well, that is that. Thanks for the great feature, Alan. Thanks so much for all of your comments as well over the course of the season. It has been an absolutely fantastic ride. As we just wrap up then and look ahead to what we want as we watch Nick try and mess
Clicking
around with
away
it,
online.
clicking away online. It's been a great season. A 10th place finish is something which none of us, I don't think, could have predicted at the start. Well, Jim did. But it gives us good hope, Alan, for next season, doesn't it?
Yeah, couple of 3 additions, more of the same, less injuries if possible. Let's try and eradicate those a little bit better. And I just think it could be more than a top half finish.
Yeah, we'll certainly hope so. Nick, we're going to keep an eye on the retain list and everything. Last chance now, hand on heart. Who would you be gutted? Who would you be crying into the arms of your wife if they left?
Other than the wife. John Barry.
Yeah, I think so. He's been a stalwart of the club. Clive, highs and lows from this season.
I don't care. I'm sulking.
And there you go. I'm going to leave you with a shot of those three. I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to press a button. All I want to say is, there's some comments, and I've got to look at the comments now because, we've not looked at the comments, have we, during that absolute
That's risky.
mad session of Alan, where's you been? Basically, people guessing who it was, to be fair. So there you go. Yeah, a few of them did, to be fair.
Well done, guys.
Stags
Well
Chatburn,
done.
Blackburn,
Rubbish.
right? So well done.
It's a shit idea.
Cathy says, thanks, guys. It's been fab. Keeley says, well done, guys. It's been great watching all season. Don't go anywhere because after the credits, we've got something a little bit special for you. But for now, there's one thing left to do, and it's push this button. Sadly, that is all we've almost got time for on tonight's Mansfield Matters podcast. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to all of you guys out there who've watched, who've listened, who've got involved with our silly features along the way. Series 10 to come next series then? Yeah, why not? My thanks to the Mansfield Matters podcast panel. Jim, Nick, Clive, Alan, Nathan, Emily,
sometimes can. And a huge shout out as well to our podcast predictions guru Ben Swain for doing all the maths throughout the series. Much, much appreciated. We'll be back in a day, a week, who knows. As soon as the retained list is out, get on our social media and find out when we're going to be live, because we'll do our retained list reaction, which will be the final show of the series. Stay tuned though for the next minute or so for one little gag to end the series. This has been the Mansfield Matters podcast. I've been Craig Priest. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next season, because Mansfield always matters.
You must have done.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll talk about the car.
We'll see you next
I'll
week.
see you. See you next.
you
You're going to sort? Are you going to? Do we get a?
Up yours.
See you later.
Have a good one, mate.
Well done, guys.
See you in a bit.
I'm going to stay off the bins.
Hey! He's still in here. Not even been washed out. What's he doing here, mate? This does not go in here. Easy.
Protect what matters most with Actifire Limited, your trusted local fire safety experts in Nottinghamshire. Proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast. From fire extinguishers and alarms to emergency lighting, pat testing and risk assessments, they've got everything you need for your business to stay safe. Affordable, reliable, professional. Because when it comes to fire protection, there's no room for compromise. Call Actifire Limited today or visit actifire.co.uk. Be ready, be safe, act now. Actifire Limited, proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast.